What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Transformers video. And in today, we're going to be transforming the brand new Transformers collaboration between Stranger Things and Transformers. And this is Autobot Code Red. Now, this is a very interesting Transformer, to say the least, because when I first got this, I wasn't expecting much detail on the box here, because I thought it would just be like just a Transformer that would have stuff. But on this, it's pretty detailed, because you can see here that we have a Demogorgon and the Autobot logo on top of here. And not only that, but if you turn the box to the side here, you can see that there's a little detail to Netflix saying who's watching, and it shows that the code red is the Transformer that's currently watching TV. So it's pretty interesting to see that. No other details on the side and the back other than just some photos of them. But once you unsleeve this piece, you'll actually see that it's an actual pizza box. And the detail goes even more further when you turn into the back. See that there's the Netflix Stranger Things logo on the back. But also, when you look at the bottom here, it has different ingredients of the pizza that you can get. And whoever got this pizza also got a pineapple pizza with habanero. And it seems that Code Red is the customer. Now, let's open up this box and see what we have inside. From the very second that you open this, you'll notice that there's the Autobot Code Red right in the middle here. And he's covered in a piece of paper and wrapping that I'll get to in a minute. But let's look at more at the detail for the box. So in here, you can see that there's the pineapple and habanero pizza, which definitely sounds good in my case, because pineapple on pizza is amazing. And if we take out this piece right here, put it to the side, we got the instructions, some warranty paper, and you can see here at the bottom, it's a bunch of pizza grease with at least one pizza crust still left. And if we get really close into here, you can also make out right here is the numbers 011 being for 11. So because, 11's the one that bought this pizza when she was in the show. But also on the top here where there's the pizza grease, you can see different sayings and Easter eggs from the show. Being the grandfather clock for Vecna, we got the Autobot logo, we got the Demogorgon head, and then we also have the logo for the Hellfire Club. So this pizza box is a very big detail, and also we have the Stranger Things logo right there. Now, the other detail that I forgot to mention in the box when I was showing it off, other than the numbers for 11 being right here, if you look down here, we have 001 being for Vecna, because, Vecna was the first experiment that was done at Hawken Labs. And also, we have the Autobot logo on the pizza box that the Surfer Boy is carrying. I have tried to call this phone number that is right here, though, despite the fact that it's probably not a real one. I wouldn't try, because all I got was pretty much dead air. But if you want to try, you can definitely try that phone number out. Now, as we move on to the last detail of this box, you'll notice that there's this weird saying on the top of this pizza. So if I take it apart, it's actually the glasses that 11 used in the TV show, so that she was able to see people through the void. I don't know exactly what it was called, but I'm pretty certain I was pretty close. But it's pretty cool because the prop is very accurate to what you see in the TV show. It's just, a little thinner because it has to be able to fit inside of this box. But overall, pretty amazing detail that this entire box has. Now, let's take a look at the paper that Code Red is actually wrapped up in. So just give me a second while I transform this. Now, let's check out this crumbled up piece of tissue. And we'll be able to see here that there's actually drawing of 11 of this location that's somewhere in the show, Salt Lake City, and Hawkins. There's also these little scribbles in the corner here and also right here. But also, there is a bunch of coordinates that are actually right here, which actually, if you look it up, you'll actually find a location which is listed here. So overall, it's pretty amazing. So I love the amount of detail and everything that is in this, and I want to see more like this in the future. Now here we have some bonus items that come with Autobot Code Red, which are his weapons and everything. So here we have the Energon Axe that I do not know if this is from Stranger Things. I don't know if a character used this or not, but I definitely know that he's able to use this as a weapon, and it attaches to him from vehicle mode or in his hand. Here we have a spiked bat that has a bunch of nails in it, which is obviously it's Steve's baseball bat from the TV show, which is awesome to see because Steve is definitely one of like the most popular characters. We have a little flamethrower effect, which you'll see exactly where this goes in a little bit. And also, we have a little tiny Surfer Boy pizza box, which, again, you'll see very soon exactly where this attaches to, and you'll actually find this pretty cool. Now, let's move on to the real reason why you're here. And you're here for Autobot Code Red. Now, overall, I'm looking at this and everything, and it's pretty good detailed to Argon's van from the TV show, because you have the pizza surfer boy and also the delivered hot to your door on it. We got the logo right across from the front, and also the Volkswagen logo, which is pretty interesting because we were able to get a brand new licensed vehicle for this. So we could see seeing this kind of mold for a different kind of Transformer, probably like Ironhide or Ratchet in the future for like the Gen 1 designs, which is always amazing. On the back here, we have this painted stuff on for Volkswagen's Vanagon, and also the Volkswagen logo over here too. And also another Volkswagen logo here. And on top here, we have the Surfer Boy Pizza, which not only is this a little topper for the vehicle, but also if you take it off, it can be detached so that you can just have the plain van. But more on this piece in a little bit. So let's transform this. Now, with everything out of the way, let's get started on transforming Autobot Code Red. First things first that you're going to want to do is take off the little tiny topper thing on the top here, and then you're going to want to take this piece here and flip it backwards towards here, and the same with the other side here. Now sometimes they might snap out a little bit, like, you know, with so right here. Easily enough they'll be able to snap back, so you don't have to worry about fully breaking it if you actually do. What you're going to do next is flip up these side windows here, both sides on them, and then you're going to try to get into this little crack right here, and you're going to split that side there and that side there, so that you can then bring this all the way down here, and you're going to want to flip it around here, and then you're going to want to split the legs evenly through the middle here. You want to flip this little tab here to make one of his feet, and then with the other side too, you want to do the exact same thing again. And then you're going to want to flip the tab here and want to push it inwards so that it would be able to form the inside of his legs. And you can see so far now that we have him pretty much standing up and ready to go. So let's continue on with this transformation. Next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to take his arm and you're going to unhinge it from a little piece that is inside here. You want to make sure it's unhinged so that you're not breaking it, and you're going to flip the arms up like this. And then you're going to want to take the body here and make sure it angles down perfectly, and you're going to want to push here, push down on the head a little bit because there's a little flap up here that you're going to want to push. You're going to then fold the arms closely inwards and find a little hole where these little peg pieces are going to fit into. And you're going to push them into there. And then you got that pretty much done there. And then the final thing you're going to do is you're going to take the arms and you're going to want to pull these out so that you can push the hands out. Just give me 1 second. Sometimes they get stuck. And then you push that there and push that there. And there you go. You pretty much have it for Autobot Code Red. Now, continuing on, you're going to see this piece that's right here. And actually what it does is that you're going to pull this piece back here to extend it. And you're going to find this little tab that's on the front of here. You're going to lift that forward, and it actually turns into a gun that you can put into his hand here. But actually what you want to do is take it and put the little tabs here into the arm that's right here. And you're going to push it in, and he has a flamethrower that actually sits on his arm, which is where the flamethrower effect actually comes into play. So you put the flamethrower effect into there, and then you take the pizza box that's right here and you put it inside this little hole here, and it's actually ammo, and you're fueling your flamethrower with pizza. Which it's either it's pizza or it's all the grease from the pizza that's powering it. Now what we do next is that we put the bat into one of the hands here. And then we also put the other item inside of this hand. And then we try to pose it a little bit, make it look like it's an action scene or something really cool. And there you go, pretty much. You have Autobot Code Red. And again, this is a very impressive and really cool transformation because it's really cool. I love the design of it. The wheels that are in the back here, they just fit perfectly. It's a very interesting choice on the coloring because it's like a very, very pale yellow that they're using for him, because I'm pretty certain there's no other Transformers that is like this yellow other than like, Bumblebee. But it's an interesting thing to see. So overall, I definitely give this vehicle a 8 out of 10. But if I would have given more if I actually knew more about the show. But it's pretty cool. You can see that the front of the vehicle is actually his chest, and it's really cool and interesting. And it's just a great figure to have on your desk or, use for play or whatever. So if you're an active collector or something, this is definitely one that you're going to want to have. Now, let's move on to some of the smaller details and items on this that you're going to be able to notice. So first, we're going to want to remove both of the weapons that are in the hands so you'll be able to see something. And then also, we're going to want to remove the sign off of the shoulder. And we're going to reset him basically back to the normal size. And on here, you'll actually be able to see that there's a weird pattern on his head here. And if you're looking at it very closely and detailed, you'll actually notice it's a headpiece that 11 used whenever she was in that dark void area in the TV show. So it's very interesting. And also the glasses the goggles that he has is actually the goggles that are, the goggles that come with this stuff. He also wears a little tiny mouthpiece that he uses to communicate with people. Other than that, we're going to move on to the back area where there's these two little flaps here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to take this axe, and there's this little blue tab here, and there's another little hole. You enter it into the hole, and he's able to hold the weapons on his back here And I just made that fall. Wow, that is sad. Let me just put that right back so my presentation can continue. Okay, you put that one in there. And then you take this item and you're going to want to put it into the hole here. And it actually holds it and it makes it look like he has a frame play, like a jetpack effect. So I feel like this will be able to make him, like fly and everything. So overall, it's pretty cool. Now we're just going to take these off. And honestly, this transformation is great, but it's just the size of him. Like, he is very tall. Like, very, very tall. Now, Autobot Code Red is a very compact in vehicle form. When he's in his vehicle form, everything's compacted together. But when he's in his robot mode, he is just very tall because pretty much everything in his vehicle mode is just his legs. So it makes him like a very tall transformer. And this is comparing his size of this size transformer compared to Transformers Legacy Autobot skids. You can clearly see, like, because they're directly like right next to each other, that Code Red is just a giant robot. Like, he just towers over top of everyone. And it's astonishing just how big he is. I love seeing tall Transformers, but this is just really tall. But also, let's compare it to Studio 86 Grimlock. And as you can see, Grimlock is way bigger, but still, it's the size comparison between these two that is, like, astonishing. Because you see the same height, the width of both of them. It's just amazing. Now, let's finish up this transformation and transform him back to his vehicle mode. So what you're going to want to do first is back here, you're going to want to pull on the back half down here just to lift this up, and make sure that you lift the window here and you pull it forward and make sure you're in that. Then you're going to want to take the hands, which of course you can start off with the hands first. It's probably more recommended. It's just how I usually start this kind of stuff. You want to push the hands into here, into the forearms, so that the hands are not going to get in the way for anything. And you want to put them away. Then you're going to bend the arm over this way and snap it into this little hole here. Right here, you want to snap this little peg into that hole. And after you get both of those into there, you have the top half pretty much done of Transformer. And then going down here, you're going to want to turn this around into a circle. You're going to want to lift up these parts of the legs, fold in the feet so that they can make the back window. You want to fold it in there, and then you're going to snap these two pieces into place. And then you're going to want to snap that piece, and then you're going to fit this into here. And it might be a little tricky sometimes to get it to like cooperate, but as long as you don't give up, you got it. So you're going to snap that into there, push that in there. You're going to want to then push these down first, and then you're going to close these sides up, this side right here, and then you got the van, pretty much. And it's a simple transformation, but it's a pretty simple, quick, and easy one. But overall, like, the detail, it moves very easily, and it's just a great transformation. So the final transformation that you're going to want to do is obviously putting the pizza sign back on top of the thing. So all you're going to really do is you're going to take out the pizza box. You're going to want to flip this back over into here, make sure it's locked into place, and then you're going to push that in, and you're going to make sure that the pointy end is pointed towards the front, and you're going to snap it in right there, and boom, you have Argon's pizza van. Now the final thing to do is comparing the size of Code Red to another Transformer for comparison of size. So he's a pretty decent sized transformation of the vehicle right now, but this is compared to Transformers Legacy Autobot skids. And you can see right away that they're pretty much almost the same size. It's just that this vehicle mode has been like scaled down to be able to make the certain transformations that you need to do. Because if it was bigger, it probably would have cost more money to buy and everything. You can go online now and buy this Transformer exclusively at Target.com or at HasLab.com, and you'll be able to get all the items that you see here: the collectible pizza box, Autobot Code Red, and the collector item for the pizza glasses. You'll be able to get all of these exclusively only online or at Target, at any pretty much Target that you go to. And it's roughly about $40, but overall, it's a great Transformer to have.
If you're new to this channel, make sure you like and subscribe down below. And if you want to continue following me, I will be posting more Transformers in the future. And as always, transform and roll out. Goodbye!